You can't get the egg out of a baked cake, as the saying goes. But turns out you can get the flour out of a loaf of bread.
And here we have there's about 200 kilos of bread in here.
Royce Bold, the inventor of rescued bread flour, admits it's not an easy idea to get your head around. But he says while it's scientific, it's not rocket science.
Bread is pretty much 70% wheat, 30% water, a little bit of yeast, salt and sugar. That's good old-fashioned bread without all the other stuff that manufacturers add into it. We dehydrate the bread and then we turn it, once it's got the right water activity, it's then ground into a fine powder, it's then sieved, and then that's when it becomes bread flour.
From there, the flour goes into cakes, biscuits, baking mixes and more, acting as a more sustainable substitute to a regular flour. When Arturo Luna from Remarkable Tortillas was approached by Mr. Bold with the idea to try out a batch of tortillas using the bread flour, he didn't hesitate to jump on board. It hasn't all been smooth sailing. Mr. Luna says he's lost track of the number of tweaks that have been made since the first trial.
It's so many variants that they need to perform during at least 90 or 120 days.
But after all that trial and error, the tortillas have exceeded all expectations, with the company planning to soon produce their smallest tortilla size using only recycled flour.
From the feedback that we have been getting, the flavor, it's better than a usual flour tortilla. It has more, I think it's like a more rich flavor. It's more like it has a little bit of bread flavor in there, which makes it nicer than a just standard flour tortilla. It's nice and soft, and it's sustainable.
Mr. Bold says it's collaborations like these that have allowed them to continue to scale up. Now they're not just saving bread. Twice a week, a huge shipment of tomatoes arrives. Too red, too orange, or too green. Too small, too wonky, or just not quite right. To the naked eye, they look delicious, but they're not good enough to make it onto the supermarket shelves. While they used to be binned, the rescue kitchen transforms them into chutneys, relishes, and the sauce that ends up in school lunches around the country. But Mr. Bold says it's still just the beginning.
Well, so far we've rescued about 200 tonnes of bread, which is quite substantial, but it's unfortunately it's just the tip of the iceberg. The only way we can truly make a difference in the food waste problem that's facing our planet, not just New Zealand but our whole planet, is by scale.